Something that's really important to learn when you're doing right triangle applications of trigonometry is you really have to read these words, okay? It's like step one on how to solve these things. You got to read the problem and make yourself a diagram that shows what's going on here. Once you have a picture and it's actually accurate, right? It has to actually match the things they give you, like this 135 feet and the 61 degrees. Once that picture matches all the diagram parts that you need from the paragraph, these problems almost solve themselves. Then all you have to do is set up SOH-CAH-TOA. Okay, so what I've done in this triangle, take a look here, I labeled the opposite, the hypotenuse, and the adjacent relevant to this angle. Okay, the hypotenuse is always the diagonal line, the adjacent is the side next to the angle, and the opposite is the side across from it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, what do I want? What's this problem asking for? It says, what's the length of the wire necessary? Okay, right? The wire is this thing that goes up here. That's what secures the tower so it's not wobbling all over the place in the air. So what I'm looking for is hypotenuse. And what do I have? Well, I have the adjacent. So which one of these SOH-CAH-TOA things has to do with the hypotenuse and the adjacent? That is this guy, the CAH one. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So now we set up our formula. We say cosine of 61 degrees equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Now, we don't actually need to say adjacent over hypotenuse because we have numbers for those things. We're going to say 135 over, oops, I don't have a number for h. Fine, no problem. You'll see there's only one letter in this equation that I don't actually know. It's h. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by h, and I get h cosine 61 degrees equals 135. And then I'm going to divide both sides by cosine 61. So I get h equals 135 divided by cosine 61 degrees. Okay, now I didn't actually do this ahead of time, so let me just plug that in. It's 135 divided by cosine 61. Okay, great. We get h equals 278, and I want one decimal place, so that's going to be 278.5 feet, and that's going to be your answer.